Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story? Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Have you ever kept goldfish as pets? They're very cute.
Speak with the butler,
I see, I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge.
Huh? You mean you stopped selling it?
That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up.
Oh, sounds like we came all this way for nothing.
Well, not completely. I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over.
Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself.
Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even if dealers have to...
Then why does the academia prohibit selling canned knowledge?
Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the but everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, but with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is... And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly what... It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge... And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge that's made its way into the market. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation.
The Court of Desolation?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of the Scarlet King. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge. Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is the Court of Desolation. Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields. So, as for the auction, chances are they're trying to attract and scout out anyone with interest. On the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation. So, they might as well just make a fortune while they're at it by hyping up the related...
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? No, I've got it. 500,000 mora per kit. That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimons. What? No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all the expense. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is complete. I'm sure the former General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. Oh, the Mora. I can see it already.
We'd better get going. If Dora keeps...
Just wish that some people would actually do their jobs.
Sino! We got news for you. what the smugglers are really after? Is it they're hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about...
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel. But is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from...
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of the Scarlet King. The ruins do contain treasures. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some... However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so. After all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life, and death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless. That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But before that...
Huh? People...
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry.
That's Sino for ya. But we can lend a hand too, you know.
Certainly worth the extra money.
Odds revealed.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to... you must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
That's right. We won't just sit back and do...
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this. My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why...
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn...
Happy to oblige.
That's close enough.
A new punching.
Stabilize.
By royal decree, time for a light show.
You are not welcome here. Solidify.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll... Let's get out of here!
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain. I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just, you should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait, hold on! There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes? Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you. They'll do anything to keep their prestige. Yes. I remember I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation.
Whoa! Who could have seen that coming?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the chance anyway. Our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long. And once this is all over, I'll...
Your journey ends here. Lord of Sand, your sacrifice is ready. The golden slumber.
Ooh, let me open it.
Sounds good to me. Just what will we come across this time? reward on the road.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while.
Okay. But
Of course, but I'm a...
care to share any?
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you take one step after another, don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations.
Okay, if you say so. Just look around. It's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Oh!
Watch out. Something's...
Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These we are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we...
This place is super dangerous.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert. Stay still. Here's the answer. It must have...
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharwar. They can use this, but this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the...
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even...
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier. It was a frantic fight. It's only natural...
Well, good thing you were able to find it.
No. Hold on to it for... Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to...
They're back again! How many of them are there?
firework materials in here?
Want me to come along?
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Solidify!
Oz, reveal!
Wind Strider! As one with wind and cloud!
Fuse is lit! this where the auction is? Yeah, not a single soul.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able, but even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly.
Alright, let's take a...
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. Once they think we've left the...
Hope! Okay, we'll start heading away.
Yes.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right? Yay. Let's rest. Let's go. Maybe Simon...
Ooh, let me open it.
So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? Alright, tell Paimon everything you know!
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I'd laid... He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely...
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I...
Huh? Greedy?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know...
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps if we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you.
All right.
How about my home in Aru Village?
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw...
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us!
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
Like a stabilize.
By royal decree, fire hazard!
Where do you think you're going? New punch.
You want this
The fuse is lit! Ooh, will we find any firework materials in here? Up and away!
Dad, you're back! Oh, we have guests? Hi there.
This is my daughter, Semin. She can be... Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests. Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino, the lone operator, working with any partners. But even though you caught me...
Why is that?
Everything, from the manufacturing of canned knowledge, to the sales and even splitting the profits. Everyone will try, and even if you
Everyone has their own...
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests.
Don't mention it. I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in...
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits?
Actually, my daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise, that's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to...
Selling canned...
That's right. With all the mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this side.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge...
I must get to the truth. I can find someone to help treat your child. But I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you.
Whoa! Look at all of this!
Yes. All neatly packed away in Small producers could impossibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand?
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal, indicating that the goods have... I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how the pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal? Good. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I've... Could I ask you for a favor? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the court... If we can enter the repository, we can find out who... But, considering my current status, you'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations.
meet again. How's the Oh, so you were able to find Sino after all. I read the letter, and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious.
It's alright. We were...
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter. But with this letter from Sino, it shouldn't be a... That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. However, some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository, which is heavily guarded. Follow me.
The restricted...
Okay, since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the but I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the...
So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both.
There are many who do not, even though he's no... The files are over there. Just make it quick.
found anything yet? Huh. It reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
His former partner? That would be Taj Radkani. But you're not far off. Mortada Radkani was Taj's only son.
What? Taj's son went to prison for
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison.
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He's a man who used to be Sino's only partner. Taj is also skilled with a polearm, so the two of them used to practice together.
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from... I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the Academia, everyone had high expectations of him. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father. But they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had, Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived, since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard.
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible.
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect. Impossible. Taj would never do that. But this is Taj we're talking about.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the Academia, then Taj is indeed, because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Death. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Or even bring... Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I... Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Oh, now that I think about it, there's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Don't worry, Taj. I won't let you
Alrighty then. Let's go ask...
Oh.
Excuse me. Have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day. Everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra.
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods...
Welcome to the Academia.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Excuse me, have you seen any large...
Huh? What?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to travel, but he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so...
And you didn't find that suspicious? Why didn't you report it for...
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe a man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher...
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame... Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that but Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you...
A group of Eremites? Could Taj...
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
So, this is Taj's place. There doesn't seem to be anyone here.
What should we do then? Do we break in?
No. Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission. What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map! Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like these are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens. I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization. You're right. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Sino. If Taj really has turned on his honor, and I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well.
Alright, we'll give these to Sino and...
Gosh. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, that's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking.
Time to go. Time to go.
Solidify!
Wings of darkness! Come! Time for a light show! What do we have here?
Gather!
Oh, reveal by... Fuse is lit! Ooh, let me open it.
May knowledge guide you.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
No rest for the wicked.
Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
By royal decree.
Whoa! Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful. Passage! Hopefully that's our way in. That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go
Gather!
Odd reveal.
Ah, Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected.
That's right. This case is nearly closed. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? Way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone. Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming.
So, did you already...
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived now.
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. In the end, the treasures you seek...
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish? Just... Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that...
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all.
This power is mine. Solidify!
Time for a
I
light
will
show.
set things right no matter what comes.
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained... This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me...
Uh-oh. We have to stop.
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured.
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always even after all this time. You still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed...
Huh? What do you mean, Sino?
He never planned on opening the door.
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping that is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless Mora into
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did. Generation after generation. Regardless, let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out. That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The academia forbids the to add to the problem. The organization is so powerful that they even have members working within.
So, you pretended to be the one...
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still...
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He planned it all from the very beginning, risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open it.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smug... I was always so busy with work. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you.
There's nothing to be sorry for. If you see Mortada...
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
All right, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
The Court of Desolation has...
Just as Taj said, being buried in quicksand is its rightful end. To them, as long as there's Mora to be made, they will Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj, that's an opportunity that I will not let them...
We'll help too.
Thank you. But you've already done. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring. So, that's what I'm going to do.
we meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so, well, the last few days... At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. After that...
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkhani had sacrificed himself on the Cape. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Some of them managed to get out of the academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured all across Sumeru by the mysterious person who had defeated the mercenary groups. I even heard.
So that's the end of it. Catching everyone on the list. It was a lot of work, but Paimon thinks we accomplished something big.
That's right. Thanks again for your assistance. As for the mysterious person who hit the mercenary camp, that must be Sino, right? He's the only one I can think of who could accomplish such a feat. Speaking of which, have you been in touch with Sino these days? I think I just saw him when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too.
Don't worry about me.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, Mortada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, after Mortada died, the organization toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt.
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use.
Sino! Tainari! Oh, so Tainari must be who Nabil saw earlier.
That's right. Sino asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat it. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. And Sino, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know? Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG? Kale has always been a little wary.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content. Her condition seems to be improving lately, so I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I had...
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving a video?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people. So I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the...
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case, so you can relax.
But
It's still not... I've been thinking about what I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner. I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying... There are many things I feel better about. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Tosh. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then...
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
All right, let's head off.
This world is full of
Stabilize.
Let me weave you a verse. Rain out.
Born of ice and frost, all hail! Fuse is lit!
Are you here to play with me?
Solidify.
Body and mind. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Let me amuse you.
Time for a light show!
you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
No touching! This is long overdue. The fuse is lit!
Witness the power of Guhua. Rain outlines your fate.
Time for a light show!
I will have order. Stabilize.
Over here!
Solidify!
Rain cutter. Know my sword. Rain outlines your...
Access denied. Blaze over.
Fire hazard!
Are you...
Let me read you a verse. Know my sword.
Over here!
Rain outlines your fate.
Time for a light show!
The merrier.
Look at me.
Gather!
Know my sword. Witness the power of Guhua.
No touching! For Rex Lapis!
Fire hazard!
Are you here to play with me?
Time to act. Let me read you a verse. Huh?